Nyesom Wike, Damagun is no longer with him. Bature is no longer with him. So he's lost. Umar Sani says. They done the blast Wike now, I'm telling you. So Damagun has left him. I can see the way Damagun has been behaving in a few days now. And that is why when they did that, their South-South Zonal Congress at Calabar, Damagun did not come. The entire National Working Committee did not come. There's an issue there now. Probably they've started getting, so there maybe they not have gone to warn Damagun that look, this guy you're supporting, it's not part of us. Now wow. So in an Arise TV interview, Umar Sani, former senior special advisor to ex-vice president Namadi Sambo, addressed FCT Minister Nyesom Wike's role in the PDP, asserting that the party is not divided. He claimed Wike has lost support. Now, with key allies like Damagun and Bature no longer with him, Sani suggested that Wike create problems where none exist. He noted that Anyango, Wike's remaining ally, has faced backlash from governors and the party's leadership, leading him to step aside. SKE Okoye has now taken over as national secretary, indicating stability within the party. Nana, wow. So, yes. So, it means that Wike is on his own now. He stated the party is not divided. The problem of the party is Wike, and Wike is no longer commanding the forces that he was commanding before. He is no longer commanding Damagun. Damagun is no longer with him. Bature is no longer with him. So he is lost. And so the only thing for him to do is to always be creating problems where there are none. So the major person with him is Anyango, and Anyango has now faced the wrath of the governors, the wrath of the BOT, and the wrath of the National Working Committee. And so Anyango has stepped aside, and SKE Okoye is now our national secretary. So there is no problem with the party again, or within the party again. Oh boy. So what Umar Sani is saying, says special advisor to former Vice President Namadi Sambo. The guy has got to Arise TV and is still in PDP to tell the world that PDP is no longer divided, PDP does not have problem. Wike is no longer commanding the power he used to command before. Now Damagun is not with him, Bature is not with him. So the next thing now is for him to continue to create problem where none existed. Have a small thing, you know. This one when they don't give Wike now shows that PDP self doesn't want him again. It is quite obvious because he is just staying in PDP, doing the highest anti-party activities in PDP, selling PDP to APC, supporting APC to scatter PDP further, to pave way for Tinubu in 2027. That is just his mission. That is really what he's paid to do, and the whole world now knows. So, but let's see how the PDP can settle themselves. I know that they have been able to push out Anyango and now have SKE Okoye there. So now Anyango is still insisting, but he can't get it because already National Working Committee has written, and I'm sure that is where the problem is. With the court, appeal court and all the courts saying that Okoye should take over, Anyango should step out, and with National Working Committee writing letter to INEC to recognize Okoye, it means that Damagun is, what is his name? Anyango is gone. Because Anyango wrote a letter to the Supreme Court challenging the appeal court and wrote a letter for them to expedite the judgment to stop National Working Committee, the acting chairman Damagun, and other people from writing to INEC to recognize Okoye, that it must be from him. But it's not going to work, and I'm sure that is where Damagun might start having problem with Wike, because if Damagun has sent that letter, or we send the letter, or still bent on sending the letter to INEC to recognize Okoye as a national secretary, then Wike will not be happy with Damagun again, and that is where the problem is. So, and the trouble is just too much. Damagun should be sensible and know that Wike is just using his head. That is it. The same fate that befell Secondus, the same fate that befell Yocha Ayu, is the same fate that would befall Damagun before they get another chairman. So Damagun should know that what happened to the people before him will happen to him, as long as Wike is there. Because Wike is the architect of the misfortune that happened to Secondus and Yocha Ayu. But the thing here is, How long will they continue to allow Wike do what he's doing? Okay, the comment section, someone saying Wike is the only original sustainer of PDP. Okay, so when all these pretenders and desperados were hopping from party to party, Wike was the only strong pillar carrying the weight of the party. But for him, the party would have long been buried. How many of them can look him in the face? They know his worth. Don't mind their ranting. Okay. Oh. And like Samson in the Bible, he, Wike, is pulling that pillar down. Here. Okay, Samson say force. Is Wike's umbilical cord buried in PDP that he cannot be shown the way out of the party? That is the question. That is the question. Here. So his umbilical cord is not in the party. You know nothing about PDP. Okay. Oh. Some say you should be the one to shut up. Yes, Oga, what do you know about PDP? They already insulted themselves there. Insult themselves. This is wisdom. Wike is now dancing naked at the market square. Of course, already he's dancing without dress. You have eyes, yet you can't see, ears, but you can't hear. Your hatred for Wike can't change the reality. Okay. Oh. So it will soon be clear to you that politics is wisdom and not gra-gra. That is it. That is it. Some say if Damagun is no longer with Mr. Wike, then why did he secretly restore Chief Dan Obe as the leader of the PDP in the South-South despite the suspension given to Chief Obe by the National Working Committee of PDP? Okay, so like Wike's haters answer, it will soon clear for your eye. This is morning. So the thing here is the reinstating or not reinstating Dan Obe is not the issue now. The issue is what is the current state of the relationship between Damagun and Wike, especially with respect to reinstatement of Okoye and allowing Anyangu to go. Because Anyangu is Wike's ally. That is it. Let's call speed a speed. The national chairmanship of the chairmanship of the party should move to the southwest, and Damagun should step aside honorably in line with the party's constitution. It is only when this is done the followers will be convinced that Damagun and his foreheads no longer dance to the tune of Wike's music and that of the FCT minister's mentor. Was Bature ever with him? Bature was never with him. Sure. So is Wike authorized to preside over any Congress as what? That is the question. He went to preside over Congress at Calabar. Donald Duke was there without even, Donald Duke with his level of exposure, learnedness and maturity, went there to sit down with Wike. The BOT was not there, National Working Committee was not there, National Executive Council was not there, and they say they had the Congress. And Wike is boasting that no other Congress will be held in the South-South. That one they held is the ones and final. Can you imagine? And nobody can intimidate him. Let them leave the PDP for him if they can't beat him. That is it. PDP is the only democratic political party in Nigeria. They have succeeded in playing the fool Wike politics. Wike politics. He is now dancing naked in the market square. Not be lie, yo. Wike, no matter how good he has been in the past, what is happening now is just something else about him. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. As it has been mentioned now, Umar Sani has mentioned that Wike is alone. His allies have long left him.